Hey guys, it's Trish with your weekly horoscope for March 24th through March 30th. This week starts off with the T-square, forcing a decision. Should you stay or should you go? Mercury is conjunct Neptune again, and it could be causing a lot of confusion, delusions, or it could be pointing you to anything mystical, spiritual, and fantasies. Venus also enters Pisces, and that's heightening emotional sensitivities and making you feel really devoted. Although sentimental and romantic, your ideas about love and relationships are unusual, and you could catch a little bit of heat for that. Pluto figures prominently, changing the name of the game and prying eyes open. Mercury goes direct in Pisces, and you will get a chance to see an external showing of enlightenment received while exiting the matrix when you are going through your own personal rabbit hole. This week wraps up with Mars entering Gemini, signaling your brain to be on high alert. Unfortunately, this could mean your mouth will be too. There's a lot of intuitive information going back and forth, and there could be a lot of traveling. You could be researching, or you could be looking at, or listening to news. Okay, you could be making it or communicating it. You decide. It's all about what energy you focus on. You can be the victim or you can be the victor. Now Sunday, the moon is going to be an optimistic Sagittarius. It'll be filling us with hope, giving us a sense of adventure and an eagerness to learn, to expand beyond our horizons. You could be feeling pretty generous at this time, so watch your spending and keep your hands and your eyes to yourself. You may have trouble filtering your mouth as truths erupt from seemingly nowhere. You can criticize, but it's constructive criticism, and with your optimism, it's really easy to take. People know that you're honest. You have an honor code, and people respect your opinion because you always tend to look at the best in things or see the best in people. Me time will be very important right now. You're busy exploring, and anything foreign is game. New places, new people, and new foods are all up for grabs. Some people could feel restless and trapped. They may spend too much, usually on themselves, and they could be quite irresponsible at this time as they're feeling weighed down with responsibilities in life and love and work. In general, it may be hard to pay attention. Your mind could be traveling to other lands too. Your confidence is pretty sexy and people are noticing you. You could be dealing with healing from emotional pain, putting things in order and purging and releasing it. You realize that this will take time, so you patiently wait to be free of anything that is limiting or imprisoning you. Someone could be neurotic and insecure, probably jealous, and they could be inconsolable like a baby. And if they're imbalanced, they could throw a tantrum. On the other hand, if they're working through their emotions, they will find it a little bit easier to deal with today. If you are mature and reasonable and in tune with yourself and your environment, you might be feeling soulful and sensitive. There could be some type of fortunate event that helps you out. Look for the signs. Some may have a hard time controlling their temper or may feel like they can't put up with something anymore. They've had enough. I encourage you to think carefully before you speak or act. Also, remember to respond and not react. If there is anger expressed in a relationship, this confrontation may help to make things better and more to your satisfaction. There could be a lot of confusing feelings, and you could be turning to spiritual means and esoteric or mystical subjects for some type of explanation or help. Your life and values are being recalibrated, overhauled, and you're being pushed towards alignment. Anything toxic is being purged in favor of the new and the better. Could be relationships, friendships, partners, situations, or anything of a monetary or material nature, your possessions. Okay, so that day we have 3, 6, and 9. So there are things that are in play here, big time. We also have 3, 3, 3. So that's information and downloads. It's about surrendering, believing in yourself, coming from a place of authenticity. We also have 6 and 6. So there's healing going on. And there's also 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 sevens. Okay, so there's stunning realizations, awakenings, and enlightenment happening. Monday is relatively harmonious and harmless. All should be well on the home front. Some of you will be getting a promotion or additional authority or additional responsibilities, or you could receive a raise. Numbers for that day are 25 and 22. So there's a lot of peace, and you're okay with things that are changes that are happening. It's bringing back balance. So you're finding it quite peaceful. Tuesday could be filled with anxiety. There's a lot of tension, confusion, and delusion. There could be some problems in love affairs right now. Somebody could impulsively express that they're not happy or they're dissatisfied with the state of the relationship or their choice of partners, and there might be some kind of a confrontation. Okay, and this is going to lead to a confrontation of the self. Everyone is more than aware of their deficits and shortcomings at the moment. However, toxicity to purity is always a process, and you need to be patient in order to see results. Someone is really confused or delusional, or they could have a skewed perception of reality. They could be trying to fool someone, including themselves. At this time, you can fall prey to scammers and hackers, so protect yourself, your information, and your valuables. Someone is also dealing with a trauma, drama, or loss involving a woman and or her children, usually some type of baggage, and it's clouding their judgment. They may not be able to exactly pinpoint what they're feeling, but built up energy is pressure, which needs to be relieved by some kind of expression. It is entirely up to you how you choose to play this out. You can blow shit up, or you can try to identify what is bothering you. If you've been working on developing tools to cope with life, you're going to experience a happy, healthy, joyous relationship. But there is an overall feeling of generosity, and somebody is really, really protective of you. Something needs to change, or there needs to be a new challenge presented. Of course, you could be dealing with somebody that's vain, somebody on an ego trip, because of deep emotional sensitivities. Okay, it also could be a nice, compassionate emotional sensitivity, and very there's a lot of devotion. They're devoted to you. Both of you are feeling loved, and you could go to the ends of the earth for your loved ones if you were asked. You're going to be feeling extra empathetic, and you're very understanding of the human condition, and your generosity could cost you, so watch that. You tend to overindulge right now at this moment. You're wanting private time with your lover, or you might be engaging in a secret love affair. Hush, hush. Careful, karma will get you. You're going to pay for it if you're doing wrong. You might be feeling really spiritual and compassionate, and might want to create something artistically. On the shadow side, there's a danger of cheating, unhappy marriages, or sexual alliances. Somebody could be offering you something bogus, or they cannot deliver what they're promising you, or they're deliberately trying to fool you based on false premises and promises. You're going to be called out and exposed for your treachery. Numbers for that day are 26, 23, and 0. So it's about confidence and expressing yourself. There's changes. You're loving yourself, taking charge, and creating something and doing something new. Wednesday, the moon moves to Capricorn, and it's time to get down to business. This is a boss energy, powerful and authoritative. You may not want to take care of responsibilities. I lied. You may want to take care of responsibilities. God, my eyes aren't working either. What the hell? Okay, so you may want to go to work and work alone so you can concentrate on something. And with Capricorn, it's obsessive. Okay, so you may be obsessing on something at work. Okay, don't ignore any of your emotional difficulties or conflicts by working and not working it out in your head. Capricorns have the tendency to do that. There's some trust issues. You may be feeling insecure. You might be feeling like you're being abandoned or left behind. Okay, and since Capricorn is the energy of being of few words, of little words, it's more likely that somebody or you are going to show you something instead of speaking. So it could be actions louder than words kind of deal. At this time, it could be hard to open up and be vulnerable and express what it is you're truly feeling. Partners can be generous, dedicated, and loyal, and they can express this in their own ways. You know, the action speaks louder than words, what I just said. There can be an idea of how to carry on the relationship in a way not commonly accepted or seen in society, such as being married but maintaining separate residences, more than one partner in a relationship. With Uranus and Taurus, anything goes, okay, basically. But it's not likely you need society's approval. Who cares? Pave your own road and do what works for you, not what society expects you to do. This can turn into a truly romantic, sentimental time for you if you can only overcome your insecurities and stop projecting, stop micromanaging, and stop nitpicking. You might be turning to spiritual, mystical, or occult studies to find an answer or for help in explaining what is happening to you, what is happening to everyone. Now, that day, we have another 369 code. So we have 2 6s. We have purging, endings, awakenings that create harmony. We're manifesting a balance using our information, surrendering, transforming, and we also have 2 1. So this is new beginnings for both people. Thursday, Pluto has you by the crotch. You're encountering a passionate new feeling that pushes you to use your inner resources to change lives without becoming a zealot. You could be in awe of your partner, just completely fascinated, or you could be wrapped up in perpetuating the drama, feeding off of it. Well, got news for you. It's Judgment Day for some. You will be experiencing the dark night of the soul, and you will be taught how it feels to be powerless, okay, to have to make a sacrifice, and you're going to experience your karma. In addition to your own personal karma, this is something extra. Someone could be obsessing on something. They could feel trapped in delusions, but finally recognize that they've created these delusions and that they can break the chains that they put around themselves. There's psychic revelations and mysteries will be revealed, coming up to the surface, and we might be given some hints in order to solve this puzzle, or we might be intuiting hints to solve this puzzle. When Mercury goes direct, you're going to get a chance to share your truth and allow others to express theirs. Careful though, others could slander you, talking shit and pointing fingers. Don't worry about them. Don't let them distract you from your purpose or your truth. Numbers for this day is 28 and 25. Now, I want to say it's a twin flames activation because we have 3 22s. So at least one of you guys is working towards peace or is feeling peaceful due to the revelations. One person is getting an awakening. Another person is already awake. There's a completion of a cycle. Oh, we have 2 7s. But one is about internal revelations and the other is about a change created that's going to bring peace and balance. It's also gifts and surprises that's going to level the playing field. Then we have completion of a cycle, something new and moving forward. Surrender, believe, transform, and communicate it. Friday, the moon enters Aquarius. Wow. I'm really off today, guys. Sorry, I have to apologize. Friday, the moon enters Aquarius, bringing idealistic humanitarian pursuits. You're able to make informed decisions at this time by using your whole brain, not just one-sided. You can be distant or just detached, whichever is needed to manifest. Your friends and social circle are important to you at this time as you are making more contacts and picking up your vibe tribe, people that have more in common with you and could be of help in your profession, Someone could be argumentative, unpredictable. They could literally blow their top due to tension and impulsiveness. In fact, they could literally freak out, making mountains out of molehills in such a way it's just perverse, sick, over the top. They could do something thoughtless, and this energy is unpredictable, okay, but it also presents an opportunity to learn self-respect. This is a karmic lesson that is taking more than one life to learn, but if you're doing the emotional work now, you will overcome and things just might be harmonious. There's a possibility of a promotion at this time. Numbers of that day are 29 and 26. So there's 11 and there's 8. So you're manifesting leadership. You're taking the lead and beginning to manifest things. 8 is also about 6 and 8. Loving yourself in ways that brings balance. And it's allowing you to open up the portal. Saturday, your brain kicks it up a notch and you could grasp a lot of concepts, abstract and otherwise. Watch out for hesitation and procrastination. You might be using visualization, creating the scene in which your dream lover courts you. Fantasy is great, but as soon as things become all too real and ordinary, you want to make a dash, make a great escape. Love them and leave them energy. Ouch. You might be tempted in all sorts of ways and give in to some of them in typical Gemini fashion, on the go and on the move, always traveling. Your messages inspire others and you speak your mind, easily convincing others due to your mastery of persuasion. Watch out for speeding though. We're still in Mercury retrograde shadow. The shadow side can bring people who are argumentative. You could be arguing like with family members and especially family members. And you can be vulnerable to loss in legal disputes. Remember, breathe. Oh shit, oh well. Have faith that everything happens for a reason. Chin up, guys. Numbers for that day are, once again, we have another 3, 6, 9. Okay, so there is definitely an order to things this week. I know you can see it already. So 30 is all about information, new information, healing, purging, unconditional love. It's another 333 day. Okay, so you should be getting a lot of information this day also. Being able to tap into the Akashic records for something new. We actually have 2 zeros, so there's healing. There's something new. A new transformation because of information that you get. Okay. What to watch out for this week. Physical issues with your feet, ears, glands, body fluids, throat, tonsils, the glands in your neck, your larynx, your calves, your ankles, your Achilles tendon, your circulatory system, your bones, back, spine, knees, and teeth. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Just wanted to tell you I'm probably not going to be doing the What the Fuck Energies report because there's just way too much. I'm just going to have to give you kibbles in the horoscopes and in the reading. So that's all I can do for you guys. I got so much information and just no way to really put it all and give it to you guys accurately in a form that's usable. I mean, you guys would literally be going, what the hell is she talking about? She's just verbally vomiting all this information out. So I decided not to do it. Okay. Sorry. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.